Hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Big things happening, baby. Real big. Yeah, some real big things happening in regards to the podcast, and I want to share it with you because I've been trying to get this message out, and it seems like social media just doesn't want it to happen. And I'm not sure if I do a video if it will make the message any more viral, but why not give it a shot, right? Let's try new things. So it's been a while. I'm not doing as many lives. A lot of my content is on YouTube/JManIsAlive. Subscribe if you haven't already. Help me grow my base. And I'm going to tell you why, because it helps you get the guests that you want to see. And sometimes maybe guests you don't want to see. And that might be the topic of this Launchpad Live right now. Listen, I have decided to make my podcast, for the most part, a platform for free speech, freedom of expression, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in today's polarized society, I think the most important thing that a lot of us are missing is the importance of listening. A lot of people want to get their message out there, but I find that the ability to listen is starting to deteriorate. And listen, we've been going through this nonsense for quite some time now. I think there's just a general fatigue when it comes to everything that's happening in today's society. So just what I want to do here is just provide some clarity. And a lot of these names that you might hear, you might have a preconceived thought or notion of, but you know me, and I'm just going to bring them directly to you. And all I want you to do is listen, and then you can decide for yourself. I can't tell you how many people that I've engaged with start to have a conversation and they're not willing to look or listen to any other information than what they're into. And I'm going to give you a great example of how something like that could work. Let's say with Flat Earth Dave. And I'm going to play both sides of the fence here. A lot of people think Flat Earth is absolutely ridiculous, but I can see how someone becomes convinced that the earth is flat. Number one, you start thinking the earth is fucking flat, right? And then nobody wants to listen. So you start looking around for other people that might listen to you talking about flat earth. Eventually, all your regular friends, they alienate you and you replace them with other people that share your thoughts and your beliefs, right? And every time you hear something new about flat earth, you're probably not even paying all that much attention to whether or not it's true. All that matters is that there's someone that's finally listening to you, and now you're learning. And the next thing you know, nobody around is there in regards to the opposition. Everyone that you surround yourself with doesn't think your shit stinks, and then you become absolutely convinced about something, right? And then no one can tell you otherwise. So that's not my position on whether or not the earth is flat. I personally don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is that this is how people get into their belief systems to where they can't be shaken. And I think it's really important for both sides to take the time to listen. Hi, Ched. Have my neighbor listening into my live. And she believes what I believe, and you should too. So some big guests, Chris Sky, David Icke, and Maxime Bernier are going to be on the show. And I want to let you know this as well. I've reached out to all political parties. He's the only one that's wanted to jump on board. And same with Randy Hillier a few months back. Some people say that I'm pro this and I'm pro that, and I'm not talking about the other side. Let me be very clear that I've invited all sides. The sides that you don't see on the show are the sides that just don't want to come on the show. I've tried to have pro-vaccine conversations with individuals that are in the field, or at least giving them an opportunity to talk about that. They've declined to come on the show. And same with the conservatives, same with the liberals. I'm going to make this very clear, is that a lot of these politicians, they'll be more than happy to give you a soundbite on their own Facebook page or their website or whatever it might be when the information is controlled. I am a nightmare for these people. And most podcasters would be nightmares for these people because they're just individuals that just want to get to the truth and ask questions that mainstream media won't. And listen, I come from the mainstream media. I have no agenda. I have no reason to lie to you. I'm just telling you exactly how it is. So you can research these names before the podcast even comes around. I just want you to have an open mind and listen. I'm not saying that you have to agree. I just want you to take a couple of minutes and come on a ride with me. And I don't agree with everything that everyone says that comes on my podcast either. And that doesn't matter. I listen. Like Flat Earth Dave, I listened. He's a great guy. I laughed more than I think I have on any other podcast. And at the end of the day, I can just do whatever I want with that information, and you can too. So please, I encourage you, in a time of great division, to be open to other perspectives, to respect other people's perspectives. And at the end of the day, man, when this is all said and done, and this fucking world is crazy right now, and one day, I hope this will be done, what good is it if we come out more divided than before? What kind of world do we want to live in post Karen? Because I don't want to use these terms because I want to make sure this video gets out there. We got to lead with love. Both sides lead with love. And just because you're right does not give you the right to be an asshole. I'm just going to say it. Just be open-minded, love one another, take care, be well, and love simply because you can. Strange that cut out. My lives never cut out. But anyways, you have a nice day, and we'll talk again soon. And if you want to get notified of any of these guests, subscribe. I'm going to have the link in the comments. Or actually, you know what? I'll just put it in the subject heading. Talk soon.